Hi, I am Fatima. This video is brought to you by Mahvio. Follow us on social media. Let's connect and build together. So, this is our next topic, that is market sizing and business models. So, what are the contents inside it? That is introduction, what is market sizing, then market sizing framework, then scenarios upon it, then and the scenario related to it, then importance, then what is a business model, common business models, then business models, visuals, applications and capstones projects, and at the end there is a conclusion. So let me go through introduction first of all. So before launching a new product or technology, it is important to understand how large the market is. So what's our here the topic of discussion, that is market sizing, this one, and business models. So before launching a new product or technology, what is important? That is how large the market is, who the potential customers are, how the product will generate the revenue. Two key concepts used for this purposes are market sizing, and then we have a business models, these tools that have to transform the technical innovations into sustainable businesses. So these are our area of interest when we talk about the market sizing. So what are the questions that are arising? That is how large the market is, who the potential customers are, how the product will generate the revenue, then market sizing, and at the end business models, these tools and all that stuff. So what is market sizing? Now we will see. So market sizing is a process of estimating the total potential demand for a product or service. That what is the total potential demand for any product that we try to launch or a service, and it have to answer these questions, that how many people need this product that we try to launch, how much revenue could the market generate, and is the opportunity large enough to justify the development. Market sizing is usually measured using the frameworks that we will see in next slide. So these are the main questions that arise in the market sizing, that how many people need this product, that we have to make an estimate about how many people need this product, that how this product is beneficial for them, how many people want this product, how much revenue could the market generate, and is the opportunity large enough to justify the development. So these are the concepts. So what is market sizing? That is the process of a estimation of the potential demand for a product or service that we try to launch. Now, market sizing framework, if you will see, these are the layers that we will have to discuss. First one is total addressable market. That means the total global. So total addressable market, that is the first layer. It means that we are trying to asking here about the globally. That is the total global demand if every potential customer use the product. SAM, that is a serviceable available market. Now first of all we have discussed about TAM, that is about the global level. Now SAM is not a global, it is the section of the global level, that is the segment of the TAM that the product can be realistically served. And at the end we have SOM, that is serviceable or obtainable market, that is a percentage of our previous layer, that is SAM. So SOM is a percentage of our previous layer, that is SAM, that the company can realistically capture this layer model through help to create the realistic business production. So these are our three layers that we will also discuss with the scenario in our next slide. So for example, we have a scenario about here, AI accident detection system. So imagine an AI system that detects the road accidents and automatically alerts the emergency services. So we have these three layers here. How these three layers work in that scenario. So first of all, we have TAM that we have discussed, which is at global level, that all drivers worldwide who could use this safety technology. So we are now here discussing about worldwide globally, that is TAM layer. And what are our just example estimate, that is 1 billion drivers multiply $10 annual service. So what will be the TAM, the multiplication of it? So we got that answer. So in TAM, we have all drivers because it is at global level, at worldwide we are discussing. So all drivers worldwide who could use this safety technology. Now we have a SAM as we have discussed. It is a segment of our previous layer. Now, as in startups, we will see it is not the startup. We can't here introduce global level because at startup we have to say about the regional level and all that concepts. If we asking about the startups and all that concept, we will see in that scenario that is drivers in countries. Now we are targeting the countries. First of all, in TAM we are targeting globally, that is at worldwide level. Now we are talking about section of that worldwide in SAM, that drivers in countries. Now we are limited. We got the segment where the system is initially available. Example, Pakistan drivers at least 20 million. So this is the SAM of it. And at the end, let's suppose we have now SOM, that is our third layer. Now we already know, first of all, we are seeing about the all drivers worldwide. Now at SAM, we are discussing about only the specific country drivers. Now we all know that all the country's drivers not immediately gain the precaution, gain that the safety measure, gain that adopt this AI accident detection system. So not all at once can do that thing. So if the system captures 50% of this market, so SOM is equal to that $10. This shows the realistic business potential of the idea. So in short, if we will conclude that TAM is at the global and worldwide level, we are discussing that this technology, safety technology. In SAM, we are discussing at the segment level, that is, the we target the country. And at the end in SOM, we are just more specific that we know that all the drivers cannot adopt this safety technology immediately. So we are discussing about the percentage of in that market. Now we have another scenario just like that. TAM, that is AI study assistant. Let's suppose consider an AI powered study assistant for university students. So TAM, if we will discuss that all university students globally. Now you will see we are asking about globally. Example, 250 million students multiply by $20 yearly subscription. So we got that thing, that is 250 million. So we are here talking about globally, that all university students globally. After that we have SAM. Now we are not asking about worldwide, we are asking about the segment of it, that is students in Asia. Now you will see we have targeted the country, not all the worldwide. We are targeting just a country, Asia, using online education tools. Now we make more specific instead of worldwide. And at the end in SOF, we are just more specific that percentage of that the persons that have knowledge to use that tool. That if there is a startup, we all know that in startup initially not all people easily adopt that technology. It is not easy that all the people can adopt that technology immediately. So if the startup captures 2% of this market and it got this thing. This is all about the three layers. After that, we will see importance of market sizing. So market sizing is important because it evaluates the business feasibility, it identifies the target users, it helps to attract the investors, and it guides the product development strategy. And at the end, it supports the startup funding, proposals for AI project, and all these things. So this we all know that why market sizing is important, because of feasibility. It identifies the target users. It helps to attract the investors. Now, what is a business model? So, as we see, a business model. What is it? A business model? It describes how product creates the value. Initially, we are asking about market sizing, that we try to launch our product or technology. Now we will see that a business model that describe how a product creates a value and generate the revenue. Now we are asking about the product value and revenue. So who the customers are, what are the questions in business model, that who the customers are, what value the product provide, how the company earns money. A strong business model ensure long-term sustainability of the product. After that, what are the common business models here? Just like subscription model, users pay monthly or yearly. Example, AI study assistant. Premium model, basic features are free, advanced features are paid, just like free accident alerts. Pay per user model, that user pay only when they use the services, example AI emergency system charges. And licensing model, technology is licensed to companies and then, for example, government license AI accident detection system for smart cities. So these are just the common basic models. Now we will see the business models canvas. The business models canvas is used to organize business strategy. Key components inside this is just like customer segments, value propositions, channels, customer relationships, revenue streams, key resources, key activities, key partnerships, and cost structure. This framework helps to convert technical ideas into the practical business solutions. So, what are the business model canvas purpose? Main purpose is that framework help to convert technical ideas into the practical business solutions. So this is the main goal of a model canvas, to convert technical idea into the practical business solutions. Now, what are the applications in capstone projects? So for capstone or AI research project, market sizing and business models help students to validate the real world demand, identify the target markets, design the scalable AI solutions, develop the startup ready innovations. This bridges the gap between academic research and industry applications. So, what is the main goal? Main applications in Capstone project is to fill the gap between the academic and industrial level. This helps students to fill that gap. Now, what is conclusion? So we have discussed here that market sizing and business models, that both are essential tools for evaluating technology innovations, and they help to determine the market potential, revenue opportunities, and the strategic product deployment for AI-based capstone project. These concepts ensures that solutions are technically innovative and commercially valuable. Main goal is that to fill the gap between the students in the academic and industrial levels and all these things. So this is all. First of all, we have discussed the market sciences, sizing, that we have to launch a product or technology, and after that we have discussed the business models, that how to make our product or technology more valuable, and we have discussed the frameworks in 3 layers that we have discussed. So this is all. I hope this session is clear. In the next session, we will discuss about the next topic. Thank you.